Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title, today we will be discussing everything we know so far about the live action One Piece series that is coming out soon and what to expect from it. We will also discuss the pros and cons and what it needs to do to be successful. Without further delay, let's get right into it. First off, the project was announced way back in July 2017 during the 20th anniversary celebration. At that time, Weekly Shonen Jump editor-in-chief Hiroyuki Nakano announced that Tomorrow Studios, which is a part of ITV Studios, a British television production company, in partnership with Shueisha, would commence production of an American live-action adaptation of One Piece. Oda will serve as executive producer and supervisor, alongside Tomorrow Studios CEO. That was everything that was revealed at that time. Now, a few days ago, we finally got more news about the project from Oda himself, who wrote the following letter. He gave us a big new announcement. Netflix will be part of the production and will be the streaming service distributing the series. Not only that, he also revealed that the first season will be of 10 episodes and will focus on the East Blue Saga. More information came out with the news after. Steven Maeda will be the showrunner. His most notable works include X-Files, Lost, and CSI Miami. He will be working with Matt Owens, who is responsible for the script and writing. Owens worked on Marvel shows like Luke Cage and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Owens' involvement was actually announced back in July of last year. He said the following after the official news came out. One Piece is the most beloved story in my life. To be trusted by Oda Sensei and everyone at Shueisha and Tomorrow Studios to take on this huge task of adapting this epic, heartwarming adventure into live action is the greatest honor. I want to make the most of my passion for One Piece by creating a thrilling live action series which is faithful to the original story and will not only satisfy longtime fans, but bring in new fans as well. Also, producer and CEO of Tomorrow Studios, Marty Allenstein, said this about Owens. When I first saw Matt's presentation explaining his vision of the live action adaptation, I thought he would be perfect for the job. What impressed me the most is that he's a true One Piece fan. I'm very excited to be able to work with a scriptwriter as talented as Matt. So, that's everything we know so far about the series. More news will be coming out soon, so if you want to keep up to date with it, follow the official Twitter account of the One Piece live action. Link will be in the description. With all this information, we can already tell that they will try to be as faithful to the original material as possible. Oda will be supervising the whole project and waited a long time for it to make sure he gave the job to the right people. Also, Owens is a huge fan of One Piece, and it was revealed that he even surprised One Piece editors during a special event with his deep knowledge of the manga. This was translated by Sandman back in July, whose Twitter link will be linked in the description. It's rumored that each episode will have a budget of 9 to 10 million, which is massive. With Netflix involvement, I think it's quite possible that this turns out to be true. If it wants to be faithful, it needs this kind of budget. Even in animation, One Piece requires a big budget to animate all the crazy devil fruits powers and mythical islands that the series offers. In live action, it will be even harder to replicate, showing us why the budget is so important. If they go all out, we can be hopeful that it will turn out great for the eye. Now let's talk about the casting. There's still no news about this, but we can assume that it will be an English-speaking cast, since it's a British-American production. But it doesn't mean that the cast won't be international. Luffy for me will be the hardest to cast. He's unique in his childish, simple-minded way, while also capable of being very serious when needs to be. Keep in mind that Luffy is also in his late teens, which I find the hardest to cast, since they are in this weird phase between adult and child. I don't think the series need A-list actors. They just need people that understand the characters, and if they are fans, it's even better. I don't really have much more to say about the casting, I just hope they find the right actors to bring the characters to life. From past experiences with live action adaptation of anime and manga, it's mostly very bad. Dragon Ball Evolution, no comments needed. Death Note, which was also a Netflix production, was not faithful to the original material at all. Fullmetal Alchemist was also pretty bad, and the Bleach one, Well, it was actually fine, so maybe there's a bit of hope. The reason for this is that these series aren't conceived with a live action setting in mind. It's manga and anime. These fantasy and supernatural settings mixed with the very nature of the characters are super hard to replicate in live action. One Piece is no exception. I will even argue that it's even harder to adapt One Piece than all the other mentioned before. For the longest time, I always thought that One Piece is impossible to adapt faithfully in live action. But all these recent news are giving me a bit of hope. Technology in cinema and television is getting better every year, so maybe it's ready for this adaptation. I say this, but I really can't imagine how they will adapt Usopp's nose, Sanji's eyebrow, Luffy's powers, Zoro's three-sword style. It really feels like it's not made to be live action, ever. The last point I would like to bring is the length of the first season covering the East Blue Saga. In the anime, Nami's arc ended at episode 44, and the complete East Blue Saga took 60 episodes to conclude, fillers included. With 10 episodes of roughly 45 minutes to 60 minutes that Netflix usually have, they can't possibly cover everything without skipping a lot of stuff. This was expected, they always do that in adaptations. But I really wonder how they will manage this. Maybe they won't finish the East Blue Saga in these 10 episodes, which would make more sense. This covers everything I have to say for the moment, while we wait for more news. In general, I'm hopeful that they can do a good job with this project. Even if the history of live action adaptation tells us a different story, there is a different feeling about this one. I have faith in Oda. Tell me your opinion in the comments below. I would love to read them. And thanks to all of you who are still listening. Subscribe for more One Piece and anime content, and like the video if you enjoyed what I had to say. Have a good day everyone, see you in the next video.